How's it going? And thanks for having me, Jivester, and it's a pleasure to be casting with you. And I'm so excited to be here, joining Slipstream and cast some games. And I'm really excited for it. We got like a promotion relegation matchup. It's gonna be between Breakdown Xenon and Oxymoron. And without like any further ado, do you have like any predictions or thoughts about how the series is gonna turn out to be?
Oh, predictions for me are always a tricky one because you never know on the day who's going to be playing better. But if you look at all of it, I'm going to give it to I am going to give it to Breakdown Xenon because they are the defenders. They want to stay in division. They want to stay in Division 3 and not fall to Division 4. So I think for them, there's a lot to work on. While on the other side, Oxymoron, I mean, they could look good, but my vote goes to Breakdown.
Interesting. I have never seen Breakdown Excellent playing before, except for Oxymoron. I've seen them playing before, and from what I've seen, they seem to be maybe just a little bit more defensive and relying on the counters. But I believe that series was against Alpha Bravo, and they really lacked of accuracy or just maybe some kind of productive offensive plays. And I still chose Oxymoron despite their mistakes and stuff like that. But like how you said, you never know. Like a day where a team could be playing maybe not that good, but like in the other day they could be playing very well. So it's all about the momentum, and it's also gonna be best of seven. So that leaves so many chances for the teams to bounce back and try to adjust their play styles. And um, yeah, I had to choose Oxymoron just because I'm more familiar with their playstyle and how they actually play. Like,
Yeah, fair. I mean, it feels a bit of a bit feels like a bit of a betrayal because now I'm seeing the players that are playing and they are Dutch guys it seems. So I might be betraying my countrymen here, but overall, I
yeah,
think in I think in the Netherlands, the important thing is if you want to be somewhere, you got to earn that spot. And that's what Oxymoron now needs to do. They need to show us, they need to prove that they can win this. They need to show a level that they haven't done before. If you want to move up a division here, you need to step up on the day. And today is that day that they need to do that. But Micah's Dragon Killer and Minik PT are going to be standing in the way, and they are probably ready to slap down these contenders.
yeah, and like for the rank up or like just moving up in the divisions for Oxymoron, they really need to step up their offensive plays because their defense is really good. They are very well organized, especially with their positioning, and haven't really seen that much of double commits from Oxymoron. But it just the offensive plays, like they get the shots on target, but it just not really resulting in goals because most of the shots they were like either easy to save or just slightly on the post or maybe on the backboard and nothing much. So I'm really expecting better counter plays from Oxymoron and just maybe even working as a team together once they get to clear the ball and just all start to follow it up. There needs to be some kind of dynamics and like pushing together as a team, not just shooting the ball and expecting something to happen. And as we just keep waiting, I'm just getting even more and more excited, and the players already joining just as I say it.
Yeah, it's always good that the moment you say something, the opposite will happen. This is part of
Yeah,
that
that's the
that
classic
amazing
joke.
power. Yeah, that amazing power of the
Yeah,
caster curse. For me, I think both teams like if you have that kind of attack that's a bit lackluster, it's about the extra moves like you were talking about. And I think then my instant instinct goes to more passing plays, extra passes off the backboard if it's open, or bumps and demos. So that's probably something that the boys want to be looking at for Moximoron.
I'm a big fan of bumps and demos. Like I never get bored from watching those, and you just mentioned that, and I really hope we can see bumps and demos. Last time I've seen some games on Slipstream, I have seen a lot of double taps and demos, and these are like the best kind of plays in my opinion. So hopefully this series gonna deliver all of that and maybe even more because again, it's just the excitement it just keeps on building up as we keep waiting, and hopefully the players are ready.
Yeah, let's see if we can get the players on the field soon. and hope that things will go well. Yeah, let's get this one going. We have the two teams here. We have in blue BD Xenon, so Breakdown Xenon, and Oxymoron in the orange, the proud Dutchman in orange, and they get the first goal right off the kickoff. This is going to be a banger.
Wow, we just saw it just 1 second in, and there's like a goal right away. But it seems like more of a mistake in the kickoff. And for Oxymoron, they take this one without any kind of problem, and they're starting with basically a free goal in the board.
I mean, who doesn't love free goals? I bet Poppy doesn't mind a free goal. As a pass goes in front of the orange net, nothing really happening for it. But Enderino cannot challenge the what. Boogies has control, leaves it up for Enderino. Balls in front of the net. Micah's now has some chance, has some room. Looking for it, leaving the boost there. Trying to get a pass across the board, but Boogies follows up on that pretty well. Keeps the defense solid, as you said. Oh, good chance here, but the defense. I gotta say, your defense talk. I think you're pretty right. As I say that, that's a bit of a mistake.
Yeah, well, the ball just gets pinched right away. Like, first it was the kickoff, and right now it's gonna be this pinch. Like, the series is gonna go somewhere with these kind of plays. Very interesting goal so far, but that free goal in the beginning didn't really last long enough for Oxymoron, and they really needed something quick to work with, because from what I've seen and how they were playing, maybe they weren't really that great at starting things off, and right now the game is already tied up, and we need to see more kind of plays from Oxymoron to keep up with the confidence after losing that one goal lead very quickly.
Yeah, they definitely do. But here is another one, and they cannot keep it out. Confidence is what you're talking about, and it looks like they might be hitting that very quickly with the second goal now coming in.
Yeah, just the demo came in very quickly, and Mika's putting the shot on target, and the last player couldn't really get there in time, even though he got the touch, but it just didn't really seem to be enough, and that's gonna cost him a goal right away, as Xenon, they take the lead, and it's gonna be extended. It's also gonna be another goal right after the kickoff.
Yeah, it's Breakdown really putting a stamp on this first game. Of course, in the best of 7, a lot of different things can happen. The first game is kind of if you're making pancakes, the first one's kind of a bit scuffed usually. That's kind of the first game in the best of 7 as well. This is where you get your jitters out. You're on stream. It is very exciting. You can get and mess around with that a little bit. But come game 2, I kind of want to see a lot more from Oxymoron, or preferably even see a lot more now, as they are trying to get an attack going. Meinich is able to take control, leaving it for Enderino. A double commit there. Micahs still keeps control, keeps it away from the Oxymoron defense. And now the attack is on. Papi in the corner has the ball, flips it up, gets it past Micahs, but it's to the side of the field where Boogie now control. Dribble plays pretty good. Extends it beautifully. Can they tap it in? They do, and Turtle Timmy finishes that one off.
What a play. You remember when I said how they should be pushing together as a team? Look at that doink, and Turtle just following it up so quickly, the communication and just the awareness of each other's positioning, just everything connected together, and right now just one goal away from having that equalizer.
Yeah, at least stepping forward now. Boogie, once again, those controls, those small touches, not getting it forward. Papi in the defense makes the right move. Control here for Timmy. Leaving it forward. Mike is now 50. Drop still in front of the net. A bit dangerous. Nobody there to follow up from Oxymoron. So there is time. The block there on the side of the field. Papi now looking for bumps and demos. Turtle Timmy following it up, but the ball is in control of Micahs. Hits it forward. Boogie now keeping that pressure on the blue net. The miss there. Oh, and the save after it. Micahs able to take that one out and make sure it doesn't roll in. Excitement at every point, and here comes another one.
So it's like 90% in, but clutch play from Breakdown Xenon to keep it out and keep on holding that one goal lead for now, but they still need a big clear because the pressure is just slowly building up on them. It's allowing so many shots and pushes to be coming from Oxymoron.
Oh, and here comes another one of those stances. Turtle hitting it up very far. Manic on the backboard, able to take control. Papi Has that. Gets blocked by Midic. Falls pretty well. Tries to send it into midfield. Nobody there to take the shot. So Boogie takes control. Hits the ball far away. Gives away possession. So Enderino, the back and forth going on. Meinik with a pass. Goes to Micus. Micus cannot get it past Poppy. And now there's a breakaway. The chance is here. Can they roll it in? They do. Poppy finishes it off. They tie it up. And we're on 3-3 equal footing.
Right now, it's just gonna be the counterplay. Look at how quick they managed to push together, and also the final touch to secure it, knowing that it's still rolling toward the net. But look at how eager that team really wants to get that equalizer and just keep the game tied up. And everybody just fighting for that first game win, because I think it's gonna be very important, especially in like a relegation or promotional matchup, because it could mean something. It could mean that they could be having the momentum, and right now we're seeing a lot of shifts from both teams.
Yes.
And having their counterplays, and you really wonder if we can see an overtime, or maybe one of the teams could be slipping a goal in.
Yeah, there's still a good time here. We see the attack coming. They let it go, and then Reno now takes control with a bit of fancy air mechanics, able to take that ball away. Ball moving forward once again. Meinik not able to control that one, so Mike is in the back, hits it to the side, keeps control of it. Nobody there challenging. Oxymoron now has the ball. Turtle Timmy 50 drops in for the net once again. Micus is there though, keeps a peaceful control, gets bumped off the backboard. Boogie see if he can hit that. Now Inderino gets in between it, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. 30 seconds left now. It's still 3-3. Turtle Timmy tries to neutralize that ball into the side, gets it there. 50 is good. Meinik also with a bit of an awkward touch, passes it backwards, looking for the pass to Micus, but Boogie is the one taking control. Gets taken out of the play, and now Micus, Poppy with the bump, flicks it over her teammate, so Micus takes control. Here's the chance, but Boogie stays calm and controlled, gets that ball away. We're going into overtime, fellas. If we cannot get this one in, demo is happening. Things are flaring up. The last few seconds in overtime, it is. You get your wish.
Everybody had to play it safe in the last minute, but almost another kickoff goal from Oxymoron in the overtime, but it's just going to be cleared. And you know, everybody had to play it safe. Nobody wanted to risk it, and especially for Breakdown Xenon, they really stepped up their defensive demos. They just couldn't really play it as risky as how it was at the beginning, because both teams right now are just capable of winning. But the question is when and which team gonna score.
Yeah, that's always the question. Meinik now takes that first shot of the overtime to take his team up. Does not go in, and there's a miss from Turtle Timmy. Ball now changes sides. It's Turtle Timmy again. Could have taken control. Leaves it there. Everybody leaves it there. Ball has a bit of a reprieve from being beaten back and forth around the field. Now, Enderino fakes that ball. Turtle Timmy takes control because of the fake. Now Mike is in the corner, lets the ball go. It drops carefully towards the net, but Meinik is still there. Poppy now has control. Is on the wall. Can look for the block. Looking for that one. Enderino gets it past one. Turtle Timmy's still there. Bounces off the backboard. If somebody can follow up with a good shot. It's not there because Mike has blocked it pretty well. Meinik going the other way now. Good chance here. Flicks it forward. Does not get it past. And we're over a minute into overtime, and it seems like it could be a very long back and forth.
Yeah, lots of shots coming in, but it seems like there is not a lot of full commitments on these offensive plays. Nobody wants to risk losing their position for just to try and score something right now. So they're having their plays, but again, not a lot of full commitments on it. So they're just waiting for the opposing team maybe to make a mistake or get a slight mistouch, and we get to see a perfect example of that. And Turtle Timmy finishing this overtime, and they take game one.
What a mistake it was. It wasn't Meinik there. It happened before this part of the play. We saw the ball rolling back, and one of the players in the orange half, one of the players from Xenon touched the ball there, faking out one of his teammates, meaning that everybody was moved up, and their Boogie moved the ball forward very quickly. And after that, it was panic from Xenon, and that panic made sure that the ball went in as they couldn't clear the ball, and Oxymoron takes that with like a bit of a scuffed goal, but it was a big mistake there in offense for Xenon that gave him the space.
Yeah, these kinds of patient plays could always work as long as you can be more consistent than your opponents. Um, for Xenon, like even before the overtime, after like having the game to be one goal difference, like they really had to stop playing that much offensively, and they just had to focus maybe more on those demos and just try to keep clearing the ball away. But they still conceded that goal, and we get to see an overtime, and we get to see something very similar happen where they just had to panic. And right now, I think they have to respond back because again, like having the lead, but you just still panic and you seem to be afraid of making that mistake. It's not the way to go of playing Rocket League. And right now, it's gonna be another game, of course. And again, both teams are just like shifting up the momentum and just swinging back at each others. But right now, we gotta find out about if that's game one gonna help them to have a momentum, or maybe
Yeah.
there's still more to discover.
Definitely. You said it exactly right. It feels a bit like a coin flip right now. It's not either team taking complete control, but it is seeing what's going to happen. And now we see that happening definitely here. The touch there from Enderino, a bit risky. It's not going to fall in, but it's still dangerous. They get it away, but Boogie now trying to capitalize on this, not getting bumps and demos. The counterattack is very quickly. Turtle Teamy has to take control, passes in front of the net. Pretty good moves there, but Boogie now has control, passes it into midfield. Micus is there. And a double commit there means that this attack doesn't have a lot of teeth. And now Poppy in the corner. Has control 50. Doesn't work very well. Meinich gets it in front of the net, but there's Boogie still on that defensive angel position. Ball falls pretty weirdly and almost drops in. It's still awkward. And again, one of the mistakes from Xenon that we see. One player stays up too far and touches it, making sure that the rest of his team cannot follow up on that ball.
I think it just seems to be a bit of miscommunication because there seems to be a player who had a clean shot, but the other one just still went for it to adjust it for his teammate. And we're like 1 minute in, and we still haven't really seen an opener yet. So again, they're just trying their best to not to be the first to make the first mistake. And I think both teams right now are having the same kind of mentality. And I think this is why the game is going to be moving very, very slowly.
Yeah, neither team wants to give up and make any kind of mistake. They want to make sure that they can move this one on. Oh, Minich able to, like, oh no, it's Mini GPT. So it's Mini. We're going to be calling him Mini. My mistake, Mini. Sorry about that. Let's get back to casting with that newfound name because apparently I can't read. Oops. So here's Boogie with the attack, looking to get that one forward. Bounces into midfield. Poppy very far away. So Enderino now takes control, gets the first touch, wants to make a dribble play, forces a 50, and then means that they beat the defender. But Boogie gets the ball right in front of his nose and hits it forward. Micus has to use all his boost. Now in net. Pretty scary. Boogie not get this, but gets another chance, pops it up, gets a bump as well. Enderino has a challenge, needs to get a good 50, gets it against Turtle Timmy. Boogie now extending it pretty well. The offense is there, gets it in front of the net. Micah's able to play that one away, and it's still 0-0 with very good chances here. Micah's now with a runaway ball, cannot get it on as Boogie plays that one away, and the counterattack goes the other way once again with Timmy trying to get that one in with the double touch. Can he do it? No. The defense for Enderino is in place.
Going back and forth right now. It started from that clutch save, and we still saw another save. And right now, both teams are just kind of having the edge and just starting to break through the pressure and have their offensive plays maybe a little bit more effectively. But we're still like 3 minutes in, and we still haven't really seen that goal yet. And I think whichever the team gonna score it, I think it's gonna help out a lot to have the confidence, because knowing that it's gonna be a very close game, and after having that one goal lead, I think the only mindset or mentality they're gonna have is just to keep on holding it, because they're gonna be safe and they don't really have to push any harder or anything else like that. But we still haven't really seen that goal yet, so both teams are just still pushing, and the ball just going ping pong at the moment.
Yeah, that ping pong in place is always a bit It's not very exciting, but this could be. The ball falls a bit weird once again. Excitement over though. And it's now Mini gets a touch, bounces it over Timmy. Oh, Mini and Timmy, that's gotta be fun to cast. So Enderino in the corner gets it past Poppy. Boogie now passes it to Poppy. Micah is getting in between that. Turtle again. Timmy getting in front of that block. Good as well. Enderino pass. Mini now takes control of midfield. The bounce there from Minorino is good. It's up in the air. Micas can go for it. Gets a bit of a sloppy touch. It drops down scary, but Boogie is there. They're moving out forward. Boogie, no boost, so nobody can really follow up on this. Unless there's a Poppy there who gets it into that corner. Mini, block is a bit awkward. Falls in front of the net. No matter what, it's still not that dangerous. Micas is there. And here we have Turtle Timmy. Gets the ball into midfield once again. No chances. Shot is here. It's high. It's good. It's getting in. Poppy finishes it off and gets the first goal on the board for his team.
What a finish. A great play from Oxymoron. Well, it's not like Breakdown, Xenon didn't really have their offensive plays, but if anything else, Oxymoron had better execution on their shots, and we got to see a really good example of that. Look at the placement. It was almost on the crossbar, forced the defender to use a lot of boost, yet he still couldn't really get the clear. And right now, less than 30 seconds left. Can Breakdown Xenon respond back and send it to an overtime? But no, we're gonna see another goal from Pappy. It's gonna be 2-0 for them.
Poppy's not saying there's no chance. I'm finishing this one. I'm putting my stamp on this game with great shots. The second shot as well, if you put the ball behind the defender, they can't boost towards the ball. They can't get there faster. So it's beautiful placement, a bit of awkward positioning here from Xenon, and that's something they might want to change up in the next game. I mean, it's a best of 7. It's all still to play for, but falling 2 down, that's where things get very, very dire, and you start feeling that pressure of being able to lose. And the last couple of seconds, of course, get counted down. The ball drops down. Oxymoron take the second game. And okay, if you were the coach for Breakdown Xenon, what would you tell them now? What would be your rousing speech to get them back into this?
Well, I think both teams are having like the same kind of playstyle, honestly, but Xenon had more defensive mistakes that allowed these goals. Like just like how you noticed, the defender was like kind of facing backwards, and there's like nothing could be done about that. So it really shows how like there seems to be some kind of errors in the defense, and I think since both teams had to play it a little bit safe and go for lots of ping pong plays, I would say just try not to be the one who's gonna make the first mistake that's gonna be resulting in a goal. So just try to be consistent and focus on positioning, and eventually gonna have your chance. That's what I would say, because I don't really mind playing defensive games and just being really patient, but sometimes this is all what you need. But it just didn't really pay well for them, as they had those positional mistakes, and also in the previous game there was like some kind of missed touches. But yeah, they definitely need to find a way to bounce back and clean up their defensive plays just a little bit.
Yes, so you're hearing here, defense first, offense comes from that. Just wait for your opponent to make mistakes. So Enderino, now seeing a mistake, shoots it on. Boogie not able to touch it. And we have a strong start here from Xenon.
Yeah, this could be the answer. After like going down by 2, and right now they have the first goal, and the fact that it just got very early, this is like a free goal basically. But we have seen a free goal in the first game didn't really last long enough, so it's all about there's like 4 minutes and a half. That's a lot of things could happen, but right now they definitely have the edge, and they're in a favorable spot, and they have another goal and 2-0 for them. Micah's doing it all by himself.
I mean, I'm not feeling like the rousing speech you would have given him is kind of I don't think they're playing defensive here. I think they're going full on offense, wanting to play aggro, and Micah's with a beautiful goal just puts that up there. So now kickoffs start to matter. Oxymoron needs to get out of this. They don't want to give 2 goals over to the enemy that quickly, that freely. But now is already looking for goal number 3 as Mini leaves that one there, but Mike is able to intercept that to get back in there. Now Boogie has a touch. It's not going to be great. So it's still control. And Reno taking that control, taking that time, going up in the air, faking it down, going for the bump as well. Fakes everybody out. They get 3 goals in just 1 minute. I think Xenon is red hot and ready.
Wow, just 1 minute. 3 goals so far. And the variety of their shots, like they had their solo play, and right now it's that fake. They're definitely gonna have the confidence after this game. Like they get like 3 goals lead right now. All what they could do is just keep up with the pressure. they don't need to score anymore unless they want to go for more goals, obviously. But right now they could definitely relax, but they definitely don't want to relax after like going down by 2. They want to be as aggressive as possible to um, shift up the confidence and the momentum as well.
Yep. I mean, they seem like what I like to call a Bruce Banner team. They are looking there, they are seeing their first loss, and they go, "Don't make us angry. You won't like us when we're angry." And then that second loss happened as well, and then they're going, "Well, you now made us angry." And then the Incredible Hulk comes out, that aggro, that extra level of power and strength. If you make some teams angry, they will come and crush you. And we see it here. Another good chance with Poppy. No boost. Still gets a good clear. And it's falling for Timmy. Timmy bouncing it down. Nobody following it up, so the clear is quite easy for Mike is there. And Dorino follows it up, hits it off the backboard. It is undefended. Mini also extends that one. Poppy now has to clear that away, has to take some control, takes his time. They bounce it in between them. They get it past one player, but the other one is there and it's now bouncing. It's not going to go into net. Timmy leaves it pretty smart. Wants to take control, but it's still all to control for now. Mini looking for those small touches to get it past. Counter attack here for Boogie. Maybe it can happen something. Can they get the pass past one? Yes, it drops off the backboard. We've seen them finish these ones, but there's no one there to finish it.
Seem to be the same kind of mistakes as last time. They play it more defensively, and the moment they get the counter plays, we don't get to see goals. It's just those attempts and the follow-ups. Nobody seemed to be there for them. We got to see 2 plays from Oxymoron, but it just nobody was there to follow it up. So again, the time just keeps on ticking and being done by 3 and 3v3. That's quite a lot. I mean, like in 2v2, yeah, maybe it's gonna be very, very possible. But right now, like with the way Xenon playing, it just gonna be extremely difficult because they're having a lot of ball control plays. But it's gonna be Pappy starting this one for his team. As I was speaking, just maybe they're gonna be proving me wrong.
Yeah, the team bump, they're not helping Xenon in any way, shape, or form. Getting both defenders out of the net like that. Of course, you want to play the ball away, but don't play your other defender away as well. If you're last man, just stay back, relax, and just enjoy the back post life. It is where you want to be. Now, again, there is life, there is power. Can they get this one? They both jump past it. Can they get it towards net? It slowly drops in. Boogie puts this on. And with 1.5 minutes left, they have a 1-goal game. Oxymoron coming back strong.
I think we need to keep counting how many times I have to say things and it just go the other way, like from the beginning. Right now, it's just 1 goal away from having that equalizer, and I think Xenon, they have been there in the game 1, where they had the lead, but they seem to be a little bit worried about making the mistake, and that kind of thinking really bite them hard. And right now, if you see how Oxymoron they're playing, like they're just being really, really aggressive. They're having their shots and being absolutely relentless. They're just not letting go and keeping up with the offensive rotation, going for shot after shot, and not even allowing them to have their counter plays. But we get to see one right now. But less than a minute left right now. Can Oxymoron have their equalizer and we get to see another overtime?
Let's see if we can get that to happen. We are now seeing the attack, the anger, the power from the Bruce Banner team. We have Xenon pushing in. Now, Boogie gets that one away. Mining. Or Mini. I need to stop doing that wrong. And Dorino now, though, with Mini, they can get it past, but Timmy is that border patrol unit that says, no, you're not getting in here. This is not where you're going to be going, but it's going in there eventually. Enderino jumps the wall. Trump wasted a lot of money, and now it's a 2-goal game for Xenon.
Securing their lead at the last few seconds for the possible comeback from Oxymoron. Right now, just 20 seconds left, and it's not going to be that easy to lose 2 goals lead and this amount of time remaining on the clock, but they're still having more offensive plays. But it's definitely a good way to respond back. I mean, going down by 2 and having 3 goals in the first minute, and even though you made mistakes at the end, you could still spare yourself a couple of, I would say, lives. and they managed to get away with it because of that early start. And they take the third game, and we get to see 2-1 in the series. But Xenon, they had great offensive plays from the start, and I think that helped them to maybe turn this all the way around. But Oxymoron seems like they suffered from the beginning, but like at the end they kind of showed up again. But it just that didn't really seem to be enough. So I think we need to see those aggressive plays from both teams, like from the beginning, for like more exciting play. But
Yeah.
excellent. Like if they keep playing like this, I think they definitely have the chance to turn this all the way around and even beat Oxymoron in this series.
Definitely. I feel a lot more positive about that after Xenon got one more goal. Because if you look at the second half of the game, it was a bit quiet for Xenon. They were falling a bit a bit further away. So I wasn't completely sure if they had the momentum still. But getting that one extra goal after getting two back, it wasn't that second half was just completely Oxymoron being under control. No, it was still Xenon keeping that. So let's see if they can move on and get that here now as well. As Turtle gets demoed for his trouble, so Micah able to take that ball away. Timmy now, Swan on the other side, faking that ball. Bit of an awkward moment. Might have been a miss, but we never call it a miss. We always call it a fake. We trust these players that they know what they're doing. Falls in front of the net. Nothing bad happening with it. As Micah's now we're able to make that ball move forward. Gets another extra touch, bounces forward pretty well. And there it is, the counter attack and being stopped by Enderino once again. He gets an awkward touch, doesn't really go anywhere. Poppy hits it off the backboard. Good chance here. The shot is a bit low, so Micahs can just pick that one up, follow that one down with a block from Timmy is good. It's still falling awkwardly. Double commit there on defense. All the room, all the time in the world. Hits it off the backboard. The shot should be here, but they're hitting it off the backboard more and more, and that momentum is shifting now. Mini tries a loose shot onto the other side. Does not get it in either. But good chances already for both teams.
Trying to have their offensive plays maybe just a little bit safe, but Enderino getting the bump and also the shot at the same time. And I think there's no way he could save that one. And I think he seemed to be the last one in the back. And they have their first goal right now in 1 minute only. But a lot of pressure was going on from Oxymoron. But again, just like I would say, they're shooting the ball in the backboard so many times, and it doesn't even seem to be possible to follow them up, as they seem to be way too high for the players to be pushing, especially at like the previous plays they had. Nobody seemed to be able to push that much upfield, but right now 1-0 already for Xenon, and we're still going to see more of those backward plays. But the question is, when that defensive mistake gonna happen, or
Yeah.
is it really gonna happen?
Is it going to
For
happen? Of course.
yeah,
We're going to be seeing it. That's a beautiful passing play, though. Gets it past, and Mini takes credit for that goal. That's a beautiful pass from Micah's complete control, and Poppy just not there quick enough.
yeah. Well, maybe that defensive mistake didn't happen in the blue side, but they definitely take those goals, and 2-0 for them. I think again, uh, um, I think it's just Oxymoron. They always like the kind of team that has to respond back at their opponents. And right now, it's like the same kind of thing going on and repeating itself. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like, it just those kind of plays, like when you're done by 2 or 3, you can't really go for these plays anymore because time will keep ticking. You're gonna have your attempts, but we're not really seeing those goals yet. And it's like, yeah, they could score, but maybe not as fast as their opponent. But a
Wow.
beautiful touch to drop it down, and Mike is following it up, extending the lead even further.
Sorry, Mini, what are you doing there? What a touch to get it past the defender. And Xenon, where were you the first two games? You could have been looking at match point here if you kept playing like this the entire series. Oxymoron came out of the gate swinging. You know that they wanted this. They can still get this. This is only going to be tied up. It's going to be a lot smaller of a margin. And when you lose a game with this kind of numbers, and we're still only halfway through it, it's going to be Oxymoron just fighting up this hill. But what a game now, and what a turnaround for Xenon.
Yeah, they're just relentless right now. After like getting the third goal, they get another one, and we're only halfway. So you really wonder if we're gonna see more goals, or just at least keep on defending and uh, keep them away from having their offensive plays. And maybe in the next game, you just try to respond back, or maybe do it right now. But just like how you said, it just keeps on building up more and more, and nobody wants to go through that cycle because you know how difficult it is. The more you just keep going in the game like that, it's gonna be even more and more impossible. But the game, I think the series is gonna be tied up, and yeah, I think they just needed some kind of warm up. Maybe they didn't really have that great start, but right now I think we're seeing a whole different Xenon team right there.
Yeah, I gotta say, this is still one of the biggest weaknesses I'm seeing for Xenon. They are leaving the backboard open time and time again, and passing plays coming from there can be so deadly. Like, it was a double commit. It's not super clean for Oxymoron, but they can still get, like, they can probably not get back, but getting a couple of goals on board now, getting into that rhythm of going for those backboard touches because there is, like, room there, they can start looking for a lot better production in the next game. Oof. That is a shot and a half after a missed clear there. Timmy wants to play the ball away, gets the ball there, but then nobody to follow up. Boogie under the ball. Bit awkward and nobody challenging that. So Micah's, as people in chat are saying, is the game changer. He knows where he needs to be. And if this gets even worse, that's going to hurt Oxymoron's confidence.
Yeah, definitely gonna hurt their confidence. 5-1 right now, and they have been very quick when it comes to scoring. So really, I think a Brazil could happen um,
Ooh.
if they struggle again like this in the defense. Because again, they have been really quick at scoring. We have seen it from the previous game, and 6-1 right now, and there is a lot of time to do that. But it just all about try to control the game at least, even if they're not going to be winning it. At least prevent your opponents from scoring because you don't want that mentality to keep being carried to the next game because that's going to leave a bad taste in their mouths as they move in the next game. But 1 minute left, they just need to focus maybe more on the defense and keep the ball away and try not to make the mistake. Even though you can't really score, that's fine. Just keep on clearing it away and stop conceding more goals because that's gonna hurt a lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't say with clearing it away. Make sure you clear it to somewhere where there's no one of the opponents waiting to take the shot on your net after it. Because that's been one of the things that's hurting them a lot. Like, we don't see great clears from Oxymoron. They don't keep control of the ball. That drop, it could be spoilers for the Brazil that my co-caster already called for. Let's see if they can do it now. Enderino gets it past one. Looking for the bumps and demos. Cannot get it on Poppy, so he controls that ball pretty well. They can keep that away. That's a small victory, but it's more commiserations than victory if you lose 6-1 anyway. Ooh, good chances going in here. Ball dropping. Timmy has it. Wants to play spoiler still. Good control from Micahs. Micahs gets challenged once again, though. Ball goes high. Bumps and demos there. Drops down. 6-1. Xenon ties the series up.
Well, just because the series is tied up right now, I don't think everybody's like on the same page right now. Like the way Xenon were playing in this game, like also compared to the previous game, it's like with every game they play better and better. Like especially in the offense. Like look at the amount of the shots they had. That's just incredible. Like 12, and like 6 of them like are actually goals. Well, just compared to Oxymoron, didn't really have many shots, just like how they used to. But again, they're just going for a lot of backboard plays, and just like I said, Xenon, well, they need to step up their backboard defense just a little bit. But for Oxymoron, they need more creative plays. Like just stop having this kind of plays where you just shoot the ball and just expect the bounce to be in your favor or something like that, because we're not really seeing a lot of passing plays. Like if you want to look at that pass from Mini, for example, where he got a slight touch to drop it down for his teammate, that was so precise and it was incredible to see. And Xenon, they're just having this kind of edge. They're having the ability to do it. And right now, the series is tied up. But again, the momentum could be for Xenon right now. But as long as nobody has scored yet, the question or maybe that statement could not be true yet.
Yeah, it's not over yet, but here we see it control. Relaxation, the ball going in pretty well. Now, control could be there for Oxymoron. Can they keep the ball on the blue half? Hitting the ball forward once again into Reno. Now takes control, passes it to Micah. Micah gets beat, but still gets a block there. Important to not let the roll towards the net. Here we have it. Turtle bouncing it into midfield. Boogie gets a free chance to hit that one, but misses it. So Micah's now looking for the 50. Gets it with Poppy. Turtle now taking that control. Slight touch towards the net. And now backboard. This is where we want to see them. They cannot clear this pretty well. A backboard shot once again. The fake from Poppy. The finish there from Boogie, but it misses the open net. Oh, unfortunate moments for Oxymoron as Xenon get away with murder.
That was a perfect chance to start the game with. They had so many plays. They shot the ball in the backboard. All right, that was unexpected for the opponents. They didn't really see that one coming, but just this shot was a little bit too wide and almost a shot comes in on target. Boogie's keeping it away from now.
Yeah, Micah, Poppy here. Getting the touch, gets it past one, pops it up as well. Boogie able to follow that one up, might get a good pass. No, it's not the pass. He misses an open net, but then he hits the tight angle. What can this man do? We don't know. Ask the 8-ball and it'll say ask again next time.
Well, maybe he just likes to have hard shots like this one. Maybe he's not really satisfied with basic up and net shots, but hey, a goal is a goal and doesn't really matter because it's always going to be cutting S1 on the board. Almost great play from Enderino to respond back right off the bat. But, you think just because they got the first goal in this game, you think that's going to help them to stay confident and maybe even have the confidence to go and be aggressive upfield and, just start to be as dominant as how they looked previously.
Yeah, the first 2 games for them were really a confidence one, and they played very well. Boogie now has a bit of an angle. Again, net was kind of open. They don't like to follow up on open nets. Maybe that's something they need to work on. Here,
Yeah, or maybe they just have standards. Like we have seen that angle from Boogies. And right now they already got the first goal. They still have the lead. Maybe they're not going to be always satisfied with open net goals, but I mean, maybe it's their way of play-style at the moment.
I mean, maybe they just don't like kickoffs. Even though they got the first kickoff goal, they just want to avoid that. Here, Poppy, though, wants to not avoid this one. Hits it into midfield. Bounces up, so Enderino follows it. Oh, double commit there. Can they take control? No. Timmy the Turtle also missed it. But Poppy now gets demoed for that. So Mike is able to get the easy save. Gets the dunk as well. The net is quite open. Where are you going to put that? Oh, tries to get the 50, and it bounces away, but it's still in the danger zone. As Boogie now extends that one. Has control. Takes his time, has his time, going for the flick, fails that flick, sadly. And now Micah's trying to go the other way. No, with Mini. Mini gets that one. Good soft touch into the box. The pass to Poppy, not going to happen. Boogie extends that one forward, tries to get the extra touch, doesn't get the block there. So Enderino with the tornado flick does not get a shot on net well enough. And here we go. Other side. Mini gets blocked. Falls in that corner. Enderino is there. Drops towards the net. But Mini gets in front of that goal and plays that one away.
A lot of counter plays coming from Oxymoron at the moment. And I think it's just overwhelming. And for Xenon, it's just really preventing them from responding back. Because the moment they break through, we get... Alright, well, Enderino, he just proved me wrong right away, and before I even finish my sentence.
Oh, that's what happens, man. You just say something, you're thinking, oh, this is looking like I can analyze this and say the state of the game, what the people might be thinking, and then Enderino's there like, what? Nope, not happening. I have a new plan for you. Analyze this shot. But here we have it. Poppy with the shot. The backboard defense a little bit better here from Xenon, but they need to keep that backboard clean because that's where most of the chances come from. And if we can get good touches, the ball falls well. Oxymoron is going to look very strong. Oh, good touch in the middle. Mini takes control into the corner, gets it to Enderino, falls in front of that once again. Mini follows that one up as well. Mike is a bit too far away. Keeping pressure, but not getting a chance where there might be one. Those misses, they could start costing them. The shot is a little bit too low, but both defenders have to come out of net. Here, Micah tries to get around Poppy, but he stays firm and in control. We have it. Dodge, good one by Timmy. Now Mini has to play it away from the ceiling. Gets it there though. We're looking for another overtime, ladies and gentlemen. This might happen. And here we have it. Poppy still has a chance. Tries to shoot that in. Block there from Enderino. It's probably going to drop down. Yeah, it is. And we are going into overtime.
I mean, you love to see it from Oxymoron. Maybe they seem to be a little bit more passive in the defense, but right now, the moment they get the clear, they just know how to clear the ball away and just keep on controlling it and have the ball always away from their own territory. And right now, we get to see another overtime. And again, Oxymoron. Maybe I think this is where most of the mistakes they just start to come from. Maybe it's when they're maybe just waiting in the defense and being really, really passive. But right now, we're not really seeing any of that. They seem to be aggressive even in the defense. And right now, that's helping them out a lot when it comes to generating these kind of plays. And Andy Reina carries it over. Almost it drops
No.
in, but Mikas with a follow.
Oh my lord. That was such a moment from Enderino. Able to get that one past the defense. And Mika's able to finish that off pretty well. The hesitation on defense there for Oxymoron, for Poppy, was tragic. He could have gotten that one away. There were chances, and unfortunately, they weren't able to. So the semi-reverse sweep, it's like half a reverse sweep what we're happening here, because we didn't get 3 wins from Oxymoron first, is still on. Xenon now looking to finish this one off in the next game. They have all the momentum. They have all the power. And I'm really wondering how Oxymoron is going to come back.
Yeah, they definitely have the momentum right now. I mean, like they won like three games in a row at the moment, and we have seen them like a whole different team compared to the first 2 games, and they're having their offensive plays, of course, and it's just like going on back and forth. But right now, it still goes back and forth. But at the end, when the timer hits 0, it's just Xenon having that extra goal on the board, and that's helping them winning their games. And I think that's the major difference.
Yeah, well said. But this is now do or die for Oxymoron. They need to find a way back. They need to get 2 more wins before Xenon get 1. But here it is. The first attacks are coming. Oxymoron wants to extend that one through. In the defense, there's someone there. Yeah, it's Boogie taking control, hitting the ball off the side. But Mika's there now, trying to get in front of the net. Poppy on the backboard. Good defense there. And the counterattack is coming. Timmy now wants to get a pass, gets a soft touch, does not has the boost to really follow that one up. Steals the boost there, so it's something, and the pressure is still on. Mika's now good control on that wall. The block there goes well. Poppy knocks that one up. Turtle extends that further. It's going to hit off the backboard, but Enderino is there. Keeping that backboard clean has been so instrumental for Xenon.
This could be another game where it's going to have a very slow start. I think it just became a habit where we go like 1 minute in, or maybe even 2 minutes in, and we don't get to see that first goal yet. And they're just really stepping up their defensive backboard defense for Xenon right now. But again, it just they're like having these kind of balls to be like going in the backboard, and again, it just allows a chance after chance. And right now, I think it's all about those counter plays and more of those ping pong plays. And until that's one of defensive mistake happens, but a great save from Mini to keep the ball away, and we're still again having those attempts, but not that much of a result happening.
Yeah, the touch was sneaky, and Arena almost gets bamboozled there, forcing the own goal on him. And now Turtle here wants to extend that one, but Mini says no, wants to keep that ball away. Mikas is also needed to keep that ball away, and Turtle again trying to keep that ball into that corner, hoping to create some kind of chance out of it. Here, ball drops up. Mikas able to take easy control, passes it to Enderino, long clear there. Timmy needs to do that, but Poppy says, nah, I got it, mate, we're good. Passing into midfield once again. Boogie is there, looking for the pass against his left. Timmy takes that one, but it runs into 2 defenders. Oh, Boogie, good control. Because now has to get the clear to the side. They keep control there. Enderino gets beat by Poppy. Mini now has to get that 50 away. It's coming. The chance is there. A miss is there for
Oh
Boogie.
no.
Now Mini the other way does not get the shot on net. And two big chances get flubbed by both of the teams.
Yeah, Oxymoron, they're having their team plays. They're just trying to pass to each other. They're trying to go for variety kind of plays, but nothing seems to be connected together. And almost a very slow shot to be going in, but they're having their offensive plays at the moment, and they're trying to find each other's once they are pushing upfield. They're just not really shooting the ball on target all the time and just expecting a result. Maybe they're just trying to. Okay, that shot was really weird, but almost went on target. But great defense again from Xenon. We have been seeing them getting these kind of tight saves over and over again, and 1 minute and a half, and we still haven't really seen that first goal yet.
Nope, that first goal is still on the horizon, and Mika's able to get that forward, getting the shot on. Oh, I'm getting a bit of an accent here. That's never good. Poppy now bounces that one. Still a defender there, so nothing bad happening forward. And Enderino doing the same thing, Turtle on the other side, but then offensively try everyone for it. Bounces there pretty good. Mini, it's still looking, still hunting, still wanting to go for it. But Mika's now, can they get the chance? They're going to touch it
Oh,
in. No defender there. And they bounce in the first goal. And they're looking for match point. They want to stay in their division.
that'd been great at those soft touches, just close to the net, just to surprise the defenders and get get uh, get away with their positioning and just shooting the ball right on net, like having the ball at top corner. There's like already a defender, but definitely didn't see that one coming. And right now, having that one goal and less than a minute left, we haven't really seen a goal earlier, and you really wonder if we're gonna see it right now because it's gonna be now or nothing. And Boogie's with an equalizer, they're just refusing to let this one go.
Yeah, you might have said Sesame Street is gone, but we're not done yet. We don't want to go to bed. We want to see the rest of this game on, and we want it to go as long. And we want it to go all night. We want to see more, and we're gonna be giving it. Boogie wants to extend this one, wants to get to that game 7. At least overtime is for now forced. The chance is there. The shot is stopped by Mini. A good chance here. Boogie tries to extend it one, misses it. Unfortunate moments and unfortunate times. Mini now. It doesn't get that past Poppy. Poppy moves that one forward. Ender in the corner. Gets it past one. Gets it past two. But Boogie's still there. Wants to get that past the rest of it. Fakes it. That's not good enough. Defender reads the fake. Bounce off the backboard. This is dangerous. This could be a shot. Nobody following up. So Enderino takes this one. Wants to get and not go into overtime. We are there though. Let's see what happens.
For Oxymoron, it just one goal is gonna be separating them from staying alive or just going down in this series. But you know, that was a close call. They had great offensive plays again at the end, but couldn't really connect together. And
Oh, don't let him do it to you.
almost a solo play from Ender, and I believe he was going for the Doomsday. But right now I think this is where the nerves gonna be coming from both sides because it's a very important game for both teams.
Yeah, it's an insanely nervous game. The block there from Mini could have gone in. Chances are there. Looking for the fancy fate. Does not get a chance to touch it there. Ball bounces forward. Turtle Timmy cannot stay with the ball. Does not have any boost. Wants to take control. Bounces it down to the middle. The shot is there. We're going to game 7. Boogie finishes it off in 50 seconds. And game 7, here we come. Let's see which team takes this in the final game.
Calm and collected passing play from Tyrrell to Boogies. He didn't really have that boost in that play, but he didn't really panic and just wanted to throw himself on the ball and expect something to happen. He just waited to get that boost, and that pass was just so precise, and the communication is there for Oxymoron, and they're just incredible. Like doing this in overtime, like showing that Xenon that they're not done yet. They're still having their plays, and they're not letting the series go that easily. And wow, game 7, I wasn't really expecting the first series to go to game 7 and to be this close. That's just incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible. But both teams showed very high highs, but also very low lows. Because the first two games went to Oxymoron, and they got them done right quick. They were beautiful close games, but they got those wins. Then it was a three streak from Xenon. They are still looking very strong. But that recovery, the ability to slap back when it matters most, is what makes good teams the best teams. And here we have it happening once again. Let's see on game 7. Champions Field. The start is here. Poppy fakes it. Leaves it for his teammate. Micah's hits it up for Enderino. Enderino can read it. Gets a touch. Goes towards net. Yeah, save. Bit awkward, but does get it there. Barnaby. And Turtle Timmy now. Gets a good 50. Falls towards net. Still a bit scary. Enderino keeps it out. Complete faith from his teammates. Oh, it's there. Could be unfortunate. Mini now wants to follow this one up, but Timmy still there. Gets a good touch. Bounces it forward. The pass is awkward. Wasn't ready for it. The block is good. It falls towards the net, and Micah's is there. Able to save that one, of course. Mini now. Large 6 and 1-4. Just wants that attack to happen. A bit more pressure. A bit of an awkward touch. Going backwards. Now trying to get the flick. We see the fanciest things happening.
Yeah, I think in game 7, this is where you get to see a lot of solo plays because again, going for a team play is going to require more players to be pushing upfield, and the safest way to do it is just to go for these solo plays and have your teammates maybe being in the back so you could rely on them, because this is a very important game. It's game 7, and you know it has always been very slow when it comes to who's going to score first, and it just keeps on building up, and the nerves are real for everybody here, including
Yeah,
me as well, just by watching them, honestly.
you can feel the tension. If you had a knife, you could cut the tension. And now we have that tension moving into more gameplay. Mini has to get that awkward touch, make sure that nothing bad happens with it, but still drops dangerously into a shot position. What a pinch! It falls in. You can't stop that. Why are you pulling this out in game 7? They saved the best for last.
No way. What a pinch, and it just had so much speed as well. The fact that it was from downfield all the way to the net, 131 kilometers. That's incredible. Like, we have seen a pinch earlier, and we get to see another one from Enderino. No way. Are you kidding me? We get to see 2 pinches back to back. Is this real?
It might just be fantasy, but whatever fantasy world we're living in, I want to stay here. But I want to know what Oxymoron are going to do. How are they going to step up? They need to do it now. And we started with this kickoff. Control is there, bounces into midfield. The block is not. So we want Oxymoron to do anything. What would be going through their minds right now? Oof, good touch there. Poppy gives the ball away, no control, but the awkward touch there from Enderino means that there's still a block there. The offense is now happening. Can they read it well? No. Boogie lets that ball go. Marcus now able to get control. Gets one touch from Poppy. Good one there. Bounces up pretty favorably. Mini now leaves the ball there for Turtle. Turtle gives it back to Micah. Back and forth. Small touches. The 50. Ow, it works out perfectly. Poppy now drops the ball forward. Micah able to extend that one forward. The shot could happen any second now. Pressure on the blue net. It falls in front there. Poppy not able to get to it. It's now going all the way to the other side. Boogie misses that one. Good open net shot. The chance never. Turtle Timmy coming back very quick. Able to keep his team at a 2-goal deficit. Gets one pass. Tries to move it forward. Does not get it anywhere near. The 50's not good. And the back and forth is there. We need an answer from Oxy.
Yeah, Oxymoron, they're just trying their best to control the midfield, just like how we said. Maybe not necessarily controlling the ball, but they're just so eager to score that goal or just have an offensive play, because they're just going and just shooting the ball, and they really want to make sure to prevent their opponents from having more offensive plays or their counters. But Pappy getting that first goal on the board, and just, as I was like speaking,
Yeah,
just done in front of the midfield.
I mean, that's Poppy for you. We've seen him throughout this series step up when his team needs him most. Getting that first goal on the board, maybe we could see the second coming from him as well. This would be a very good comeback from them after they got punched down a little bit. They now need to find their way back, and Turtle Timmy's trying to extend this one forward. Gets one there. It's in the corner. Timmy leaving it there. Good pinch once again. We see pinch after pinch coming in from Xenon. Here it is. In control. in the corner. Mini tries to get it past one, but Turtle's team is there. It extends a bit too far. So Micah's still, that midfield control is there. Two, getting past three. Can they get there? No, there's still a defender left. Bumps and Demos now coming out. The desperation play is not really needed, but Xenon just wants to put up all the pressure. It falls in front of the net. Pinch away, doesn't really go towards net. Not a scary one. Bounce forward, could get past Mini. It's awkward. We see it here. Turtle Timmy hits it off the backboard. Micah's calm, collected control together within the arena. Once again, probably looking for a pinch as they've done before. And the last minute is in. Let's see if they can do it.
Yeah, for Oxymoron, they can't stay calm and collected anymore. They're just trying to be as aggressive as possible, trying to be really fast when it comes to applying the pressure upfield and force a mistake to happen because not a lot of time remaining, and they obviously need to be a little bit faster when it comes to executing all of that. 30 seconds right now, and that's a big challenge for them. They need to get something done, and almost a shot comes in, but it's gonna be just a little bit too wide. And again, they're just trying to control the midfield and go for as many 50s as possible.
Oh no. It's falling there. It's getting scared in the last 10 seconds. This is the chance. Boogie has a good one there. It gets blocked. Turtle Timmy, can you follow up on this one? You do get it there. It is close. It bounces into the corner. Can they keep it up? This is now the last few seconds. Poppy gets bumped out of the way. Xenon secure their spot. They make sure that they do not fall and they do not get relegated. Oxymoron, better luck next time. But that was an insane series, and thanks to both teams for that.
What a series! Honestly, I'm shocked. Like 2 pinches in like game 7, like you would expect the games to be very sweaty or like just maybe basic goals, but like those are just insane goals. Like you don't get to see them very often. Like those are just clips, not just normal goals from Xenon. They secure their spot, despite like how many times Oxymoron were swinging. But at the end, I think it just seemed to be Xenon who were like obviously the better team. But Oxymoron, they still had their plays, but they seem to like having a lot of ups and downs in their performance. But again, it just GG's and well played for both of them, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, all these players are towards Grand Champ level, and from that point on, you can do a lot of things. You need to have consistency, and that is what Oxymoron today missed just that little bit. They got very close. They get to be very proud of this. They were almost there, but with that, we do conclude this game, this series, and the big thing as well is that we now need to I now need to quickly ask you where people can find you. This is Rydro, of course. Where can people find your content and where you are?
Oh, well, I stream very often on Twitch. I host Sha matches at Rider RL, and I also tweet a lot, just like what Jevestian said at the beginning. I'm very active on Twitter, just tweeting my thoughts and all. But yeah, I'm very active on Twitch as well. I stream mainly Rocket League, like stuff with playing with viewers and sometimes hosting Sha matches. Like also from low GC all the way to 2K MMR and stuff like that. So that's where people could find me, honestly. So it's always at Rider RL.
Yes, and of course we have Cinnamon behind the buttons. Give him a big shout out as well. He just amazing doing that amazing that job to make sure that it is here. I of course am Gavastrian. You can find me on my Twitch. I stream almost daily. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing some Rocket League streaming, coaching, some tips and tricks. That's mostly what I do. You can find me on Twitter under the same handle. And now for the important news, of course. The important news is what is going to be happening here and who we get to thank. We get to thank Godalions. They are amazing. They are the best. They are the people that made sure that we had that there are prize pools here, that we have players that want to play their hearts out every single week and give us these amazing matches. So thanks so much to Godalions for making that happen. And of course, next week there's going to be Saturday and Sunday at 5 CET. We're going to have Division 1 and Division 2 playoffs. So make sure you tune in for that as well. And the biggest thank you, aside from everyone else who's been here to work behind the scene, in front of the scenes, and everyone else, is you, the viewers. Thank you all so much as well for showing up, for being active in the chat, for talking, for your donations, for your support, and for everything. You are very important, and we love you here. So that I think that's that most it. Anything you want to say, still, right now?
Well, it's a pleasure to cast with you, and I would like to also thank the staff behind Slipstream for giving me such a great opportunity to, do what I love, which is casting and watch some great Rocket League gameplay. So, uh, thank you so much for giving me this chance to also improve myself and also get to learn from Javastrian. Honestly, he's obviously more experienced than I am, but yeah, thank you guys so much also for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and for the staff again, thank you guys so much for um, allowing me to be here.
Yes. Okay. See you all later. We're going to be rating someone else, and goodbye and good night.